of the beast. If you waking up grabbing this phone, at work, at home, you are now a slave. You are now a digital slave. You come to this plantation. This is a new world. This is a physical world. You have a spiritual world. Now you have the metaverse world. Don't you leave your real world and enter into this metaverse world and stay on here all day. You be at the table with your kids, your wife. So now you have entered into hell. This is the mark of the beast. If you waking up grabbing this phone, at work, at home, you are now a slave. You are now a digital slave. You come to this plantation. This is a new world. This is a physical world. You have a spiritual world. Now you have the metaverse world. Don't you leave your real world and enter into this metaverse world and stay on here all day. You be at the table with your kids, your wife. So now you have entered into hell. This is the mark of the beast.
Shalom. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and the elder bishops, great millstones, teach us his truth according to the Bible and rule well. And that's for the one, all the sincere Aki, unto about the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth through diligence and sincerity and in charity. And another Shalom to all you sincere followers, believers of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, not hearers of the word, but doers as well, you men, women, and children, the hopeful elect, Shalom. And the water Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai for our apostles, the elders, all right, the bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us, right, the truth. Okay, they've been given the unction from the Holy One, and they know all things pertaining to what we need to get the hell up out of here, man. And the Motb is a deep thing for a lot of people. But you got to remember, the Lord said in Amos, the 3rd chapter, he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. And the Motb is a secret that we're, from the head apostles, elders on down, we're telling the people about. We're telling everyone what it is. And it's not what C. White says it is, man. This man's off his rockers, and we know he's set up. Excuse me. We know he's set up. All right. And even if he isn't, he doesn't know anything. Some stuff he be speaking some facts on, but hey, look, a lot of stuff he get from us, man, from the Israelites. All right. Now, he said it was the phone, it was the digital, the meta world and all this madness. Well, the scriptures say that you cannot buy or sell. All right. You cannot buy or sell unless you have the mark. So let's go straight to it. Revelation 13 and 16, it says, and he calls of all, the he is referring to these elite banking families who been given the power to run the earth, man. All right. Which, they're working for the spiritual demon Satan, in which Satan is working for who? Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So really, this is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's Motb. To keep it a buck with you, right? But these higher ups, what they call shadow government, is going to cause all people, right? It says small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. So it doesn't matter if you don't have a name out here. And no matter if you have a name out here, no name or not, name or not, all right, rich or poor, no matter if you got funds, okay, you're a celebrity, or you just someone working a 9 to 5, right, an 8 to 5, a 7 to 3, 12-hour shifts, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or if you're so-called free. Walking the streets of America, wherever you are, or if you're behind jail bars, man. This is what all roads are leading to. And you got guys like Charleston White, which is going to lead some people astray. Because some people are going to believe on this dude, man. Some people really think this man has knowledge from the heavens. There's people that believe in this guy, man. All right? Now, once again, yes, some stuff he do say makes sense, but who did he learn that from? Right? And that's what Jake do. They pick and choose what they want to take from the scriptures and add it to their life or try to teach somebody something, man. But anyways, Revelation 13:16, it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. On it. Let's go ahead and get that mark. We've been through this over and over, and we're going to go through it over and over until the Lord says not to. It's a charagma. Strong's G5480, charagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark. Your phone is not an imprinted mark. All right. It says a mark branded upon horses, thing carved, sculptured, graven work. Okay. The mark stamped on the forehead or the right hand is a badge of the followers of the anti-Hamashiach. Yes, and that's true. The ones who are anti, Yahweh Shem Shai, they're going to take that mark, which is going to be put inside of you, carved. You don't see people taking their phone and putting it inside of them. You don't see that. All right, but, Jake get up on these platforms and, just spewing madness. And that's what the prophets are here for, to correct these guys, because people will follow madness like that. Right? We a lot of brothers push, on these other platforms, these different social medias outside of YouTube and Odyssey. Right? How you gonna push the truth and have the Motb? These guys are just be spewing madness, man. Let me see something. Nah, that doesn't really apply to him. But I could bring it out, because you got other Israelite groups that are not teaching the Motb right either. This is Titus 1:9. It says, holding fast the faithful word as have been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. Right, holding fast to this faithful word. And it's a day-to-day battle, right? Because Satan's looking to sift. You got to remember that. That he may be able to, by sound doctrine, both exhort, because that's what this doctrine is supposed to do, exhort our people. It says, and to convince the gainsayers, right? It says, verse 10, for there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, right? And C White is one of them. It's especially they of the circumcision and those that know that they're Israelites. Verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. And that's the only reason why he's just running his mouth, because he's getting paid. He's getting paid to go up there and just spew madness. He's an entertainer, man. He's an entertainer, man.
You waking up, grabbing his phone. At work, at home, you are now a slave. You are now a digital slave. You come to this plantation.
We were slaves before the phone. Right? What is this guy talking about?
This is a new world. This is a physical world. You have a spiritual world. Now you have the metaverse world. Don't you leave your real world and enter into this metaverse world and stay on here all day. You be at the table with your kids, your wife. So now you have entered into hell. This is the mark of the beast.
Talking about hell. This dude is off his rockers, man. Whose mouths must be stopped, as the scriptures say. All right. So let's go back. Revelation 13 and 17. I read 16 again. It says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, which we already broke down, and their right hand on their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So once again, you're not going to be a partaker in society if you have this mark. And once again, there's a judgment for taking this mark. Right? There's a judgment. So why haven't anyone who has a phone and social media, why they're not going through this judgment yet? Right? Let's get the judgment. Or one of the judgments. Revelation 14 and 9. The third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his right hand, in his head or on his forehead, the same shall drink of the wine, the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels in the presence of the Lamb. See, this is going to come when the Lord pops back on the scene, man. All right? This is going to happen in the midst of World War III and the Lord and the angels popping back up on the scene, man. That lake of fire is going to be right here in America, man. There's a judgment for taking it. Let's grab one more and wrap it on up. That's why you got to be rooted in this thing, man. This is Colossians chapter 2, and I started 6. Says, as ye have therefore received Hamashiach Yahushua, the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving. Beware lest any man spoil you and rob you, spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, because spoil means to rob. After the tradition of men, after the rumors of the world, not after Mashiach. And this is a false philosophy. This is a false doctrine. You can't let smooth things get to you, man. Because that's what Jake want to hear. Jake don't want to hear that, the hour temptation, right? Either you're going to take this chip or you're going to start. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear that. Look, they want to hear exactly what Charleston White said, because that's smooth. That's smooth to people, man. But anyways, that's all I have on that, man. All right. We went through and told you what the Motb was. All right. It's going to be a small device that they put inside of you. Okay. And that's going to be the new. Things are going digital. Yes, it's going digital. But it's not. It's not the phone, man. That's been cut already, right? Shalom.